Hello everybody, welcome back for some more Uncharted 3. I'm pretty sure I probably cut out that little beginning part there that I fucked up, but... Anyway, yes, welcome back for some more Uncharted 3. This is completely off topic at the start of the video already, but... It was funny, when I was putting in Uncharted 3, you know, in my PS3... Sorry, excuse me. Demon's Souls was already in there. Which, that was a recording that was left... Well, I left that game in there. I know we don't go that way, I'm just double checking things. I was just looking for treasure. So anyway, I left it in there because we were doing a Let's Play of it, like, you know, me and my friends co-op of it. Which eventually I would like to do Demon's Souls Remake with my brother, so that way he can get to experience Demon's Souls, but, you know, at least don't have to play the PS3 one again. And the reason why I left it in there is because, like, we started doing a PS3 co-op on my friend's channel as well. We did finish the co-op on my channel, but now we're doing a second co-op on his channel. And I'm not exactly sure what the fuck we're doing with the build. We picked, like... I think we picked Temple Knight, which has, like, magic shit and, you know, melee combat stuff. So we're just trying to, like, lean into sort of both-ish, give or take. Not perfectly, mind you, but, you know... I thought it'd be funny if we just tried doing magic, but also didn't at the same time. And then what got me thinking, funny enough, was like, I got this game already in here. Oh shit, they already spotted me. That's bullshit. Like, I'm trying not to fucking get caught here. Now, granted, if I aimed for their head, I'd probably have a better chance. Yeah, I would have killed them faster. You dickhead. On crushing mode, though, you don't get the reaction for counters. I mean, you do get the chance to do it. The only problem is you won't get to see the prompt. Much like Batman on hard. Batman Arkham games on, like, hard, where they just kind of hide the counter until, like, I think Arkham City. So, yeah, just Arkham Asylum, then. There's a treasure going to be in here. I think it's... There it is. Nate? The fuck were you jumping toward, dickhead? I'm trying to jump toward one thing, you're trying to jump toward another. But yeah, seeing Demon's Souls in there, it kind of gave me an idea of like, ooh. I kind of want to play some Demon's Souls right about now. Not gonna lie. All that Demon's Souls playing is just infecting my brain. Which isn't really a bad thing, I guess. Not for me, at least. I like that game enough. Oh yeah, here it is. Rusty pipe. There's your precursor orb. Easy to spot. Not too bad. Yeah, you don't even have to, like, hit circle to let go of things. Oh, there's another one there. Forgot about that. Well, I have an idea. I'll just die. Because we got the precursor orb, so let's just fuck up and try this again. If I do end up getting all 101, because there's technically 101 of these little bastards. Can you please grab things, Nate? God damn. You fucked up my kill streak. Now I can't get that trophy for getting like 15, 20 kills in a row or whatever the hell it was. How do you... Trying to figure this out here. Ah, there we go. There, finally, goddamn. And we should still, in all technicality, have... Yep, Strange Relic. There you go. Alright, cool. But yeah, if I do get all 101, because the Precursor Orb counts as 101, it's a completely separate trophy. There's, like, the main 100 treasures, and then there's, like, the Strange Relic treasure. And then, I think there might be just, like, a whole-ass trophy all together. I don't know. So, basically, what Sully wants you to do here is... Well, I mean, you can do whatever you want, really. You can shoot them if you wanted to, but he kind of wants you to stand here and I think wait for a melee grab. Or not. Yeah, they could just flat out fucking spot us. Oops. Maybe he wanted me to shoot him. Never mind. I was completely wrong about what the fuck he was trying to get me to do there. Oh well. Anyway, up we go. I hate these single climbing things. Like, I know it makes sense, but I can't believe I'm about to praise Jedi Survivor or Jedi Fallen Order here for a second, but at least with those, if there's like a single climbable thing, at least you're still not losing out your momentum. It's not super realistic of a game. Which, I'm going to be honest with you guys, when Fallen Order came out, I was like, cool, fuck yeah, like, Sekiro style, Souls-like Star Wars game, that sounds amazing. And then it came out, and I played it, and I thought it was alright, and that was about it. And then I just fucking deleted it, sold it eventually. And then I, like an idiot, decided to fucking buy Jedi Survivor, thinking like that'll be any different. And then little did I know, no, that's not different. They're basically about the same. Which, in all fairness, I mean, I guess Jedi Survivor has more open world to it, but I just don't like those games. I've beaten Jedi Survivor, I think, like, or Jedi, yeah, Jedi's Fallen Order, like, I think twice. I've beaten it more than once, I know that for a fact. And I can't get into it. So if anybody thinks I'm being a hater on these games, it's like, well, that's not the case. I just don't like them. Much like with Fire Emblem Engage, like, I just didn't like it. I prefer Three Houses, but I think that seems to be some consensus. I don't know. I don't really, fully pay too much attention. I just heard people say, like, yeah, they prefer Three Houses here and there. Might have been Treasure back there, but oh well. Oh well. Alright, into Chapter 5. The true, actual London Underground chapter. Hot damn. Yeah, like I said before, the kid stuff is kind of long in terms of chapter length, but to be fair, it was divided into two, and, well, I just didn't realize that. Alright, here we go. I think we have to do this first, because he has to figure out, like, oh, it's, oh, door stuck. Cutter's just like me, just gets frustrated, walks back, and fucks off. I'm like, whatever, fuck this. You would think I would have the same ability that I do with playing games, just to sit there and at least try to figure things out in real life, but then I don't. I just get all frustrated and mad, and I'm like, whatever, I'm done. I ain't fucking with it. My asshole is bleeding. I guess I just better sit here and let it stop bleeding for a while. That's happened a couple of times. Hemorrhoids. They suck. I usually just sit there and wait. I'm like, either I'm going to die or it's going to go away. And judging by the fact that I'm here now, I'm guessing probably most likely the latter had happened. So good on me, I guess, right? I could have sworn there's like another way down, unless it. No, we have to go through that little. Yeah, I know what you're gonna do now. Yeah, luckily Sully's still got his strength left, even though he's a much older man, but he's still relatively pretty damn active and good at it, which he needs to be. One sec, just gonna double check for things. Some God of War level style, like God of War 1 style, like climbing sections here. Which I kind of miss the old God of War climbing sections. I don't really care much for needing to go down the road of like, oh, well, it should just be like Uncharted and then make it even worse in God of War 4. Make it just fucking baby mode at that point. Because like I didn't mind Ascension's like free fast climbing. It felt really fast and free. Kind of like Uncharted does for a bit, but then like God of War 4 just feels really strict and just like, yeah, you're going one way. It's like old God of War, but not nearly as cool to me. And again, if you like God of War 4, that's fine. Personally speaking, I don't really care much for it. I like Ragnarok a bit better. I mean, I think I just like Ragnarok as a whole better, just in general, because it feels more like a completed game, Like, I feel like we kind of got gypped with God of War 4. Yeah, no need to keep pressing circle, just... We're no longer in Kansas anymore. Yes, I know what to do. Nice. Killing them or not doesn't really matter. Because, let's be honest, they're bad guys anyway. Right? And we're also thieves. Which, funny enough, what was it? Yeah, so Uncharted 2, I don't know how true this is. I read it online somewhere, so take it with a grain of salt. Don't remember where the source was, but probably somewhere on Google or some YouTube comment, who knows. I read somewhere that Uncharted 2 was called Among Thieves and not called Honor Among Thieves because Sly 3 was called Honor Among Thieves. Which is still kind of funny that, of all things, Naughty Dog just makes their own Thief game compared to, like, Sly Cooper, which just stopped being a Thief game and became more of an open... That's fucking weird. Hold on. I just figured something out that I probably shouldn't have figured out. I think I just figured out, like, the door access code to Shambhala or something. Like, what the fuck? I have some, like, forbidden taboo knowledge right now. So, Sucker Punch goes down the road of making an open world game, which, to be fair, you could argue, like, well, Sly 2 and 3 are kind of open world. Well, they're open level, but they're not really open world, no. And, yeah, to be fair, the writing was on the wall, but Jak 2, I think, came out before Sly 2, maybe? I think Jak... I could be way wrong on that one. If I am, I am, but... Now, granted, Grand Theft Auto was a thing, so that helped. That's why Jak 2 was the way it was. But it's just funny how... If you really wanted to stretch it, and just, you know, just hear me out. I'm really stretching this, but... Yeah, I'm really stretching this butt. Got my trash bag condom on. If you really think about it, Sucker Punch went into the open world aesthetic, much like how Jak eventually did, and then Naughty Dog, after Jak, kind of did the reverse, where instead of open world, it became more so, well, I mean, it's not like, I guess it's slightly open level-ish, but they made a game about thieves, and I just find that funny. And then you have Insomniac over here, which for some reason I kept thinking Sucker Punch made Marvel Spider-Man. That's not the case. It made Infamous. At least Sucker Punch I feel like is doing a pretty decent job in terms of reputation, but I feel like both Naughty Dog and Insomniac just kind of fucked their asses on that one. Oops. Yeah, it's a fake ring, you nitwit. Why does every time I say something, feels like I said something like some type of slur on accident?
We've been duped. You men
Well.
stand guard and stay alert. You may have been followed. You come with us. Find
You've been
them
caught.
and bring me that ring. I don't care how you get it.
Why are these people always such assholes about everything? Like, can't you just ask nicely for stuff? Do you have to just, like, go out and steal shit all the time and try to, you know, kill us and crap? Well, granted, she didn't really try to kill us. More so that Cutter made it look like it. Alright, so, hop over the little balcony here, drop down on top of a guy. Knock him out cold. I swear, these motherfuckers look exactly like those stupid fucking dumbasses from, like, Marvel movies. Just, like, the generic... Well, these guys look way better, but, you know... They just kind of remind me of, like, the generic-looking Marvel S.H.I.E.L.D. characters and what have you. Look, I'm not a big fan of Marvel stuff now. To be fair, I don't think most people probably will either. But if you're wondering, yes, there should be treasure in this room. I mean, granted, like, it might be slightly obvious they'd be hiding it. The main thing we needed to go for, though, was over there on... It's right there. It's that golden deer head thing. Which is funny, because that's what we're doing in our playthrough of Fire Emblem Three houses is the golden deer thing. Game? Wait, do I have to shoot it off? No. Am I being dumb, or do I actually have to look it up? I know where the... Ugh, they're gonna make me look this shit up, aren't they? No, wait, hang on. I think they want me to do this first? Yeah, okay. I'm already like 3 steps ahead of here. That's a big fucking spider.
We haven't got much time.
Took us 20 years, but we finally got this damn thing back.
What? My God, do you know what this is? It's a book, mate. There's a lot of them in here. It's a library. It's not just any book, wise ass. It belonged to T.E. Lawrence. You know, Lawrence of Arabia.
Yeah, the funny thing is, I mean, they were looking at that book cutter, so you probably think that there's at least something in there, you dumb shit.
The day of his motorcycle accident. May 13th, 1935. Must have killed him once they got their hands on him. They, them, whoever these people are. Rubbish. It was an accident. Witnesses saw a black car run him off the road. Guys. So it was like a big cover. Maybe. Nate. What? That thing you have been waiting 20 years for.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, 20 stinking years. Can you believe it? We've waited 20 years for this thing, even though we waited like, well, none. We waited 2 years for the game to come out after I think the second game came out. Because I want to say 2007 was when Uncharted 1 released, and then like 2 years after 2009 was 2. And then this one, I believe, came out in 2011. I mostly remember 2011 because Resistance 3 came out that year, and then the year before that was like Dante's Inferno and Bioshock 2. Although I could be wrong. Those two might have come out in 11 as well.
Shut up. It's an anagram. Golden Eye. A golden
Yep.
line. Yes. It's a clue. It's gotta be something hidden in this room. Alright, spread out. See what you can find.
Yeah, too bad I already know what I'm looking for. And I was already going that way earlier until the game decided to stop me from doing that. Now, granted, I probably have to fucking... Yep, there it is. Like, it's circled in red anyway. I don't know what me looking it up would probably help with, but... I do that for the fuck of it. Now, I will warn you, if you do this... Sorry, I'm a bit tired. If you do this, it will cause enemies to spawn, so...
No, it's gotta be here.
I think if you want to go find... If you want to go find treasure... Well, here's one right here. So, I don't know how to get back up to... I don't know how to get back up to there anymore. Ah, whatever. Who cares? Yeah, they're not coming back. Not until I do this. Now, we might be locked out, though, is what I'm trying to say. And yeah, once you run out of bullets... Fucking A. Yeah, Nate will just reload more. Look, it's been a while since I've played a shooter, so... Them folks are shooting right through me. Well, anyway. Now that we've been caught... Technically no more need for stealth anymore. God damn it. Yeah, how did I used to be good at this game? I have no idea. Wait, now that I think about it... Yeah, this is good. Also, another thing that they added in this game is the ability to pretty much melee enemies and get your weapon, like get your gun back. Which is kind of funny how like both Uncharted 1 and 2, or Uncharted 1 and 3 have a strange kind of like ammo system slash weapon system to it. So in Uncharted 1, you would do like these combo things where you press like square, triangle, square, whatever. Then you would do like a heavy combo, which would give you more ammo and blah, blah, blah. And then in Uncharted 3, they added a thing where if you don't happen to have a weapon on hand, you can get one from another enemy. You can kind of switch it up. Now, in order to do it, I think you just have to have, like, no ammo for that to work. But there might be, like, a gun switch one, which I'm not sure exactly how to activate it. You might have to have, like, your gun out while doing it, possibly. So I think there's only just one treasure up here. What are you fellas doing? Should we be, you know, running out of this cave right now? Forgot what game I was playing here. I can technically hit, you know, hip fire if I wanted to. I don't have to play by the rules. Shit. Yeah, again, don't ask me how I used to even relatively play this game at a decent level. I'm still baffled by that too, especially with pistols. Holy shit, these things are fucking annoying to use. And of course the 74U, which is what that guy just dropped right there, was actually a pretty fucking awful gun. Not bad for campaign though, because it's actually pretty good for campaign, but holy fuck, this thing was terrible in multiplayer. Well, it was until they started releasing like that whole, well, I mean, treasured guns were a thing, but also like hats. There were certain, well, I hated the fucking hats, but they did change a few things that were not too bad. It really depended. But, also, you have mods for your guns you can equip, too. So, I usually used to equip, like, rapid fire and then better hip accuracy. So that way I could just run around and just hip fire everything if I needed to. Which I think was, like, the sort of meta-ish. At least for that weapon at the time. Yeah, you guys don't want to hear my fucking old stories of me playing this game online. There's not really much to talk about. I used to just listen to music and just play it. And then I also was, around that era, also playing League of Legends to like 4 o'clock in the morning, drinking like Mountain Dew cans. Like getting like a big old box of just flat out Mountain Dew and staying up to like 4 o'clock, unemployed. Upset and depressed that I was unemployed. Things were getting hectic. To be fair, it was a bad time. But, you know, Uncharted 3 got me through most of it, so that's why it's such a fondly remembered thing. And then what's another funny story is my friend wanted to get a multiplayer game to play with me at the time, which I still kind of feel bad that I sometimes do this, but I'll get into like a multiplayer game and it'd be like, hey man, you know, like you should get into it too, we can play it together, and then I just fucking barely play it anymore. Because we never really do that, we just kind of just stick here and play like co-op shit locally now anyway. But for a while, you know, I would do that, like Battlefield 2042, I'd be like, hey, you should get Battlefield 2042, and then you just barely touched it. Maybe because like nobody really wanted to play it, like nobody ever asked to like play it or whatever, so yeah. But back then, you know, he asked what's a good multiplayer game I should get, like Uncharted 3 or Battlefield 3, and I immediately chose the right answer. I said Uncharted 3, and that from then on just kind of blew up everything. That was our... See, the thing is, like, I think of Uncharted 3, like, yeah, sometimes I think of it like, oh, what was that multiplayer game I'd play? That's never really the end of it. That's never the full extent of it. Like, that's just, like, the smallest part of it. That's, like, a good 25% of any of it. Maybe even, like, 15% of my playtime. Besides campaign, of course. But for multiplayer shit. Most of my multiplayer shit was spent playing with my friend. So... yeah, I kind of owe it to him for deciding to say, fuck it, I'm going to go get a multiplayer game. We're going to play it together. And I'm like, okay, cool. And then... well, I guess you could say, like, I did kind of pick right, because, I mean, he did ask me, like, which one would be better. So you could say, like, I'm partly to blame for that. Also, while aiming in, L3 is to switch shoulders, R3 is to zoom in. You get the zoomies. Let's see how this quote-unquote pro player used to play back then. Oh, he's dead. Fuck. I didn't want to get in cover there. But yeah, like, I never like to take credit for much stuff anyway, unless it's something I deliberately did. Like, on my own. That doesn't affect anybody else. It just makes me feel bad when I say, like, oh, it's my decision. Even though, like, in all technicality, he was the one going to go buy a game. So... if he hadn't done that, yeah, But he also did get Resistance 3. Because I think at that point he kind of trusted my opinions on multiplayer games. Which, it's kind of funny too, looking back on it now. How, like, we used to kind of trust each other a lot when it came to decision making on games we'd play. Because he got me into League of Legends and Grand Chase and Elsword. Even though, like, to be fair, I don't like care for League of Legends anymore, but you know, it kind of worked out. The last main multiplayer game we ever really got together was Overwatch, which I kind of miss playing online multiplayer stuff with him, though. We did play, actually, the last one before that was Splatoon, actually, come to think of it. We played Overwatch when it came out, loved it, and then just stopped after a while. And played a bit of Splatoon here and there, but that's about it. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of miss those days. Just hanging on Skype, talking, and just shooting the shit instead of playing fighting games. Like, I love fighting games, but I kind of miss those shooter games we used to play, like Black Ops and shit. Fuck, I'm about to just say fucking text him right now and say, like, God damn it, man, I'm reminiscing on this shit. Like, we gotta play a fucking multiplayer game again together, because, like, holy fuck. Yeah, just don't worry about my stupid ass doing the things I did. How do you throw these things again? I forgot. Just fucking... one of you dumbasses do it. Doesn't fucking matter. It doesn't goddamn matter. But anyway, yeah, so, like, I got him into Resistance 3. Uncharted 3. And I think that's mostly it for my side of things. But yeah, he got me into, like, Grand Chase and Elsewhere, which is basically about the same thing anyway. Same company, same type of idea, just different game, technically. Different flavor. And then, yeah, League for a bit. They just kind of got tired of the toxicity of League. But fuck, man, I would love to just play a shooter game again. Just for old time's sake, but the ones I want to play are just mostly dead. Oh, another game we used to play a lot was Minecraft. Like, I'm being unironic, though. Like, Minecraft back then was... that was the shit. Like, we played around 2012, so, like, it was out for, like, a few years before then, but we used to play a lot of these maps called Vex maps. Some guy would just make a bunch of, like, puzzle maps and stuff. We'd just play those and goof off, and he had his own YouTube channel where he would just, you know, goof off, and... well, we'd goof off together and play Minecraft on his channel and what have you. Which technically is kind of where I got my start for Let's Plays. I think my ever first true Let's Play is not... it's not recorded on YouTube. No, it is. It's not recorded on my YouTube. It's actually recorded on his, which is currently, I think, gone. But he does say that he has it, like, on one of his old computers, but doesn't have access to it somehow, some way. I always forget exactly how he doesn't have access, but that's beyond the point. It would be nice to see them back, of course, but if we can't get them back, then that sucks. Anyway, so on one of his older channels, and yeah, I said channels, I know. We're not going to get too far into that one. We did a Kirby Superstar Let's Play, and I believe that was my first ever true Let's Play that I did. And at the time, you know, I used to say, like, it was because of Chugga Convoy that I got into Let's Plays, but that part of my life, that 2011 era, you know, 2010, 2011, or whatever the fuck it was, era that we started playing Let's Play stuff together, that's what truly cemented me doing this content in the first place. If I hadn't just jumped the gun and said, fuck it, let's play some Kirby Superstar. Well, I think he suggested it, but I'm like, I'll do it. Yeah, fuck it, why not? We'll play some Pokemon Fire Red. You know, we'll just have fun and goof off. Which is so funny, though. And this is not me being mean, but this is just a... I'm just going to state the facts as I see it. It's so funny how we've completely changed in terms of the content that we make nowadays. If you go back and you watch, like, say, Pokemon Fire Red, or... actually, I think might still be up, actually. I want to say those were on the Spaddazzle... those might have been the Spaddazzle show ones. Well, anyway, if you watch some of my older stuff that I did co-op, it sounds like I'm just fucking pissed and just not having fun. Even though a couple of them, like, you know, I was having fun. I was saying some funny things. I just had this feeling like watching myself back again, I'm like, good lord, like I wasn't commentating nearly as much. I wasn't talking as much. I wasn't funny enough. Well, I was funny back then, but like not to the extent that I like the way that I am now. And then he was always like the energetic one. That's the main thing, which is fucking bizarre to think about now. Because I'm just gonna just being honest, but I feel like he's definitely changed up a little bit in recent years. But for a while there, he kind of fell off on his own content for doing, not like fell off plus ratio. I'm talking about like his commentary just kind of started to slow down a bit, and he didn't really feel very enthusiastic about the stuff that he did. Even when he tried to do it, it sounded almost kind of a little bit forced sometimes, which, you know, I've been there, done that. But typically, for a while, you know, his Let's Play content was just kind of just diminishing, but I think that's because he was probably getting tired of doing it, which I don't blame him, because at one point I got tired of doing that shit too. So, again, you know, the pot calling the kettle black here, but yeah, it's just funny how like I used to start off like that way, and then every once in a while, like I never had like a flat dip. Well, except for that 2-year hiatus, I never really had like a huge flat dip. It always depends on the game. Like for instance, like Kakarot, like I wanted to do it so bad, and then I played it, and I just got so fucking tired of it. Once I hit Busag, I'm like, oh my god, I'm so tired of this. Like, maybe I might finish it, I don't know, but currently standing right now, probably not. I think I'm probably just better off just leaving it dead in the water, and we could just say, like, oh yeah, we just basically did Dragon Ball Sagas, so no Buu Saga for you guys, sorry. It could happen, although if I came back to it now, I'm pretty sure people are going to say, like, oh my god, you're copying a fucking Hololive, because they're busy playing Kakarot, like, Kakarot just finished Kakarot or whatever, and now, like, Miko's starting it, and you're just trying to, like, fucking steal views from, like, much more popular content creators. And it's like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, no hate toward Hololive, you know, at all, of course. I'm just saying that, you know, I was doing it for a bit there, too, for a little while, in all fairness. So you can't say, like, I'm shit. Also, Chateau, one of the best maps, and if I remember correctly, yeah, this had, like, a Walmart demo thing for it. And I fucking loved it. Now, maybe I'm fucking psychotic and don't know what I'm talking about anymore because I'm probably just getting old at my age. No. But I just like joking about that, which the more I joke about it, the more it's going to come true, and it's like, I should probably be careful. Maybe I'm just forgetting things or misremembering things because it's been so long. Even when I was younger, I still had this problem of remembering certain aspects of Uncharted 3. And one of those aspects was the demo, I could have sworn, had a longer bit to the song. Like, I felt like the song or the section when you're in the chateau, like, you know the song, the chateau song, when, let's just say the escape theme, so to speak. I could have sworn like that song was just like a little bit longer and a little bit more dramatic in the demo than it was in the full release game. So, yeah. Anyway, to finish up what I was saying about my friend and his shitty fucking commentary and that he should quit Let's Plays forever. No. Watch, he's gonna if he watches this, he's gonna skip ahead and be like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, I gotta watch like 10 minutes of context now because, like, you talk so fucking goddamn much and jump through, like, so many different fucking contexts, like, topics and shit. You don't know what you're talking about anymore. Like, even right now, like, you're just wasting time not finishing the context. Exactly, that's the fun part of my YouTube channel. You'll probably never hear the answer to the things I talk about, do you? But anyway, so I feel like nowadays he definitely feels like he's a bit more slightly enthusiastic, or just more than he was. That's for sure. And like I said, I've had my couple of dips here and there. It really kind of depends on the game, which is kind of funny because I was thinking that Uncharted 3 might do that for me, where I might just be like, I don't want to play Uncharted 3. Like, it's too many cutscenes. I've seen these a million times. I'm sick and tired of seeing them. I don't want to do this anymore. And now that I've started up, it's like, I think I'm good for it. I think I can do this. I mean, we're 2 videos down on a Tuesday night, which is not normal for me to do, by the way. I don't like doing things on Tuesday night. Mainly because I have to go back to work in the morning the next day. And, well, I don't like doing things on work nights, regardless, so there's that. But yeah, I don't know if you would call me very enthusiastic about my videos, but I try to be. You know, I try to talk as much as I can. I try to talk as loud as I can. I try to, like, just engage with as much as I can. The same thing with my streaming stuff, too. Which, by the way, you know, just a small... I wouldn't say really much of a pro tip, but... if you're ever doing a stream, you should treat it... well, this is just my own advice, so don't take it, you know, to heart. Or whatever. Like, if you don't want to listen to it, that's understandable. But just hear me out for a second. The way that I... okay, I'll say this. The way that I treat my streams is like I treat it like a Let's Play. Where even though I'm... I said lock. So... the way that I handle a lot of these things is I tend to try to treat it as if I'm doing a Let's Play. And if people happen to show up and commentate... not commentate. If people happen to show up and just be like, hey man, you know what's going on? You know, everything cool and what have blah blah blah, right? You know. Yep. I kind of like how this game just has characters just move around, try to figure things out themselves. But anyway, so like I said, I just treat it as I'm doing a Let's Play, and if people show up and comment, you know, I engage with them instead of just talking to myself. And that's, in my opinion, probably the best way to kind of handle streams is just, even if no one's there, who cares? This is for you. This is your fun. This is your time. Like, sure, if you want to make streaming about, like, you know, if you want to stream and try to get an audience, if you want to stream and try to get viewers and views and what have you, like, there's nothing inherently wrong with that. But just don't make that the only thing, because then you'll be depressed when there's no one that shows up. And then in that off chance that somebody does show up, you know, you don't want to make it too awkward and just be like, well, now that you're here, I'm just going to talk to you and make you feel like you have peer pressure to talk back to me because you're the only person in my chat. And, like, it would be, you know, like, the commenters would probably feel pretty awful if they left, you know, at that point. So that's why I say, like, if you're going to be doing streaming, you should probably, like, talk to yourself. Or at least learn to do that. That way you can kind of, well, one, better your ways of talking to people. Even if it's just bullshit, like, if you're just shooting the shit, then whatever. At least you're just talking, you know. I feel like dead air is a big killer when it comes to this type of stuff, which, granted, I've gotten, like, one comment before about how much I talk too much in these damn Let's Plays, but, eh. They can piss right off. If they don't like it, they can go watch something else. It's either that or I just never talk at all. And it's like, well, we don't want another Psychonauts on our hands, do we? Which, that really wasn't much of a Let's Play, but I still counted it as one. Still kind of annoyed at myself for doing that, but I didn't want to be bothered that day, so I just pretended like I wasn't there. Yeah, it was a weird thing I had. Kind of weird that my Let's Playing started back in, like, 2012. Which is what I call my dark era. My little dark age. I guess you could call it. I just had a bad time that year, man. Just a really bad time. Watching anime that I shouldn't be watching, that kind of thing. God damn, this game's so fucking bright. I mean, I know my Elgato's probably the problem behind it, but holy shit. Also, my game chugs like a motherfucker. I did notice there was a smidge on the back, and I'm getting kind of worried, not gonna lie. Like, losing this game would be, well, not completely horrendous to me. I thought about it. I was like, I should probably just sell these games. I already have the collection. Maybe I should just sell off the original 3. And, well, I do want to sell off the Last of Us part, or, don't call it that. Call it what it is. I don't like the whole part thing. It's kind of weird to me for those games. But, I thought about selling off my copy of Last of Us, Last of Us 1, The Last of Us 1 on PS3 because I already had the remastered version. I don't have the remake, or whatever you want to call it, which I think hardly much of a remake, but still. I don't have that one, but I do have I have the PS4 remastered one, and it's like, well, that's good enough at that point. So, basically, why have the PS3 one? Same thing with my copy of Deadpool and DMC Devil May Cry. I did the same thing with them too. I have the PS4 editions of it physically, and it's like, why don't we need the PS3 ones anymore? Because one, I shouldn't be playing my PS3 as often as I do, because you know, what's that? The fuck? Is that Ryan Reynolds? You know, that'd be weird if it was, because both like Ryan Reynolds and hold on, I'm trying to remember how this worked. Was it Shield Face's axe? I want to say yeah. This is not a hard puzzle, like at all. There is a hint in your book, but if I remember correctly, I think it's like these two face each other, and then these two face this way. That's a maze. Okay, Morning Star or whatever. I think that's right. Bingo. Good thing I remember most of these puzzles, I guess, because that kind of helps out a lot. I feel. Not gonna lie, I kind of don't want this to end, but I probably should. I recorded 2 videos. I think that's good enough. Just pull. Alright, now we're down into the waters. The cave part of this. And there's a little bit of foreshadowing right there, funny enough. This is the part of the chateau that I don't really care for. I do prefer the last part of it. And I'm pretty sure we all know exactly what I'm talking about. Like the last part of it. Some might even say The Last of Us. Is that a brooch? A brooch? Also, whenever you pick up a thing, a treasure, you can... Oh, it's a belt buckle, okay. You can typically, like, I think hit start or whatever and automatically be able to look at that treasure. We did that before a while ago. Something I did already finish the topic before, but something else I kind of want to finish up on real quick is I did pre-order Resistance 3, and I did get, like, the tooth necklace. The Chimera tooth necklace or whatever, which is funny because I think that Uncharted 3 had the necklace that came with the pre-order bonus. Maybe. I never really pre-ordered Uncharted 3, so I wish I did, now that I think about it, but I'm fine with it. You know, I still got my copy. My online pass is still in there, which was like the fucking dumbest thing I've ever heard of, by the way. The online pass shit back then was so fucking stupid. Oh, like, the only way you can fucking play this game online, you know, unless you buy it new for a flat 60. Like, if you buy this game used for like 20 bucks, you're still paying an extra $10 to play online because fuck you. Because we want money, and that was one way to do it, and luckily they got shit on for that, because PlayStation All-Stars had a fucking $10 online pass. Like, really? PlayStation All-Stars? You really think people are going to buy that game new? Like, flat out? Yes, it's got the PlayStation brand upon it, but, like, no one's going to fucking buy that game new. Although, to be fair, I probably did, actually, when I was younger, who knows? Actually, well, I don't know if I did or not. If I did, I'd probably use the online pass for my dad's PlayStation, which I think for this one, I think I bought. For my PlayStation I have now, I think I bought my own online pass. Oh yeah, I think it's a square. I'll set in triangle. So this part you can sneak through, but I feel like I'm gonna fuck that all up. So, well, you know what they say, maximum effort. Do I have a gun? I have a gun. Not the gun of choice, but I have a gun. Let's stealth kill this guy real quick. Pick up his micro. And his AK. Which changes out the side gun. So instead of pistol, we have the micro. Also, I believe if you stealth kills, I think you get more ammo for it. Okay, I hear music. Which means they caught me. Once I hear the trumpets going and blaring, then I know for a fact that I've been caught. Yeah, whenever an enemy is in front of you and you're behind them, you get a stealth kill no matter what. Which is very nice, very nifty. Also, the AK was a pretty nice gun back then, just in every Uncharted. Still one of the better weapons out there for sure, no doubt about it. God damn, this sensitivity is like all fucking wild. I think I've just gotten so used to playing like PC shooters now that I've fucked up my brain. No, I don't want that. This is the problem with Uncharted. Is trying to pick up a goddamn fucking ammo for your gun, and you just pick up a goddamn fucking weapon the entire time. Like, motherfucker. Not gonna lie, this is gonna sound really fucking cringy, but honestly, I think Ryan Reynolds would have been a pretty decent. No. Brad Pitt, I think, would have been a better Nathan Drake, now that I think about it. I only said Ryan Reynolds because, like, Deadpool, and because Nolan North voices Deadpool in the games. Which, if I told my dad that, it's probably gonna blow his fucking mind when he finds out. Yeah, my dad's one of those people that, like, he watched the Uncharted movie, doesn't know anything about Uncharted. I've tried to get him into, like, Uncharted before. I'm like, it's a movie game. Like, I think you'll like it. And then never fucking bothered. But no, he'd rather just watch the movie instead, because at least then he doesn't have to actually, you know, try. I even bought him God of War 4, and he still hasn't played it yet. Now, granted, you could say, like, well, he's getting older. He's not going to want to play those anymore. I get it. And also, God of War 4 is quite long. It's just kind of a funny thing to talk about. I'm not being ungrateful or whatever. I'm just saying, like, it's just funny that, you know, he probably won't ever beat that game. And like I said, to be fair, I don't blame him. It's a 20-hour plus game. And for somebody who just would rather just not play games too much, I think that's a fair thing to assess in that situation. So, yeah. Yes, I know game. Oh, yeah, I think you have to throw it up there. Or not. Well, I'm pretty sure you have to throw it at these dumbasses. There we go. Oh, no, they saw that coming. I threw like 3 of them at them. Yeah, like I said, I try to get my dad into these games, but that would never work. It just pisses me off. He'd rather watch the movie. Like, fuck you. Like, you could be playing the movie. You could be playing a better thing than this. Alright, let me kill these guys out real quick, and then we'll end off the video. I want to try to make these videos like 45 minutes long, just the norm. But that's kind of hard to do when there's just action happening at every corner. Which is basically what the Chateau pretty much is action. A lot of it. Oh, for fuck's sake. Now they're climbing up. Which could be bad news, because, yeah. Also, if you aim and hit triangle, you can switch weapons faster. There's a nifty little tool back then that, we online players would do. Oh, for fuck's sake. The thing is, like, online and campaign are quite different. Like, you can definitely feel there's a lot of things that are different here. Like, melee, for example, like, back then you would just, like, shoot, melee, dodge, shoot, melee, or just go, like, melee, dodge, melee, dodge. But this game, you just shoot until they're dead, pretty much. There's a lot of things to kind of consider back then, which was, like, of course, like, who's coming at me, how many are coming at me, should I go for melee, should I not go for melee, that kind of thing. So you probably see me, like, do shooting into melee a lot, because it's just a fucking habit of mine. Yeah, I love that. Just, even if I have, like, barely any ammo left, the game will just give it to me, just, like, let me just take up somebody else's gun real quick. Also, you can throw back grenades, but you have to wait for that little timer to hit triangle, or to get down to that. Think like the Gears of War reloading system. You just wait for it to happen, and then there you go. Boom. Okay, he's dead. Fucker's throwing a grenade at my ass. That'd be a, what the fuck were they called? Damn it. Hot potato, I think it was, where you kill somebody. It's been a while. Alright, I think that's it. Because once Nate starts walking around like this, that's pretty much a good sign that, yeah, you're practically done. But anyway, that'll be it for this. I hope you guys enjoyed. And of course, I'll see you all next time when we play some more Uncharted 3. And we're now still like in, what, Chapter 5, Chapter 6, something like that. I want to say like Chapter 5. So we're getting there. We're making some decent progress in 2 videos. That's not bad. 5 chapters for like every 2 videos is pretty decent. So that's like 8 videos probably. I don't know. Anyway, It's not really a long game, like what, 6-7 hour game, something like that, give or take. But yeah, so that being said, as always, take care, everybody.